Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the Red Heart All-in-One Granny Yarn. I'm late to the game on this. There's already tons of videos out about this yarn. I only bought one, and I just wanted to experiment with it. This is my little travel bag. It was a good travel project because you only need one skein of yarn. So that's kind of why I got it. And I wanted to see if I could do it. I have worked with it already a little bit, and I did not follow the directions on the inside of here. I looked them up online. I didn't want to take this off, but I looked up the directions online for it, and my original idea was to follow their directions to see if it turned out correctly. But after watching many videos, a lot of people said their directions, it didn't work out. So just for an example, like one of the first steps is to chain 6. Never in my life have I chained 6 at the beginning of a granny square. So they recommend a 5.5, which is an I, and that's what I used. I used my own directions. Everybody makes their squares a little bit differently. I usually, chain 3 or 4, make a loop, and then just start the granny square. I don't like a lot of spaces between. Now, they recommended you put 3 spaces in the corners, and I believe they even said 3 spaces between the clusters, which that's going to make it it's going to make them holes a lot bigger. And everybody that did that was running out of the color before the next round. So I decided I'm just going to skip their directions since they didn't work for anybody. And I'm just going to make the normal way that I make mine. And surprisingly, it actually worked out. Also, people were changing the hook size. I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to carry a bunch of different size hooks with me. I figure I'm just going to use what they recommend and adjust my tension accordingly. So on my first try, I didn't film all of the steps. I took pictures though. So on my first try with an eye hook, they recommend a 4-inch tail to start. So that's the first color. You would leave a 4-inch tail. I think I left a 5-inch tail. With a 5-inch tail, I went around with 1 space in between, and I got it. It worked. So I thought, okay, this is going to be easy. I continued with the second round with 1 space in between the clusters and 2 spaces in the corners with an eye hook. And I ran out right here. So I had to pull out like these 3 clusters, and I started over and tightened my tension, and then I had enough and I stopped right here. So the first round I got in the first try. The second round I got on 2 tries. Then the third round, I did the same thing. I did 2 chains in the corner, 1 chain in between. And again, it took 2 tries. By the time I got to the color change, I didn't have enough. I pulled out a few clusters and started over and adjusted my tension. You can see right there. Now, if I had too much left, over here, I'm sorry, right here. If I had too much of this color left, I would slip stitch. Like I think it ended here. Ideally, you want to start in the corner. Anyways, I think I ended here, and I had too much, so I slip stitch. I would slip stitch until the next space and start the next cluster. So it's better to have a little too much than not enough. If you don't have enough of the color, pull it out and adjust your tension. If you have a little bit left of the color, go ahead and slip stitch until you get to the next space, and then go ahead and start. So that's what I did. So I think it was 1 try with this round, 2 tries with this round, 2 tries with this round, which I didn't completely pull out. I would pull out, like half of it and start over. And I think it was 2 tries with this color. And again, if I had not enough, I'd pull some out. If I had too much, I'd slip stitch to the next space with 1 space in between instead of their recommended 3, and 2 spaces in the corners. Now when I got to the black, I had to do it many times, because you want to end with enough of a tail to weave in. So when I got to the black, it would not work out no matter what I did, tension wise. So I eliminated all spaces. There is no spaces. I did not put any chains between these, and I only put 1 chain in the corners, and I had to really tighten it up to get the black to work out and to have enough of a tail. So if you only get like a 2 or 3 inch tail, I mean, you can make it work. I like to have a little bit of a longer tail. So the actual black took many tries. So that's how mine turned out. And the fact that I didn't use any chains and only 1 space in the corner, it did make them curl up a little bit. So I do have them blocking. I'm putting them on a blocking board. I've got about 5 done. Let's see. I've got 6 done. Alright, so I've got 6 done. They're all pretty consistent. And once you get the hang of it, like everybody said, once you get the hang of it, you can whip them out real fast without mistakes. So I wouldn't, I'm not crazy about it. That's why I only bought 1. Oh, and as far as the price, it goes anywhere from $11.99 to $9.99. When I found this, it was on sale and I used a coupon, so I got it for like $6.50. And right now, I was just at Joann's yesterday, it's 20% off. They have it priced for $9.49 with 20% off, so that brings it down to $7.60 if you're so inclined to want to buy it. That's still kind of high. I predict it will come down in price. So this makes supposedly 15 squares. I'm not sure what I'll do with these when I'm done. I mean, it's a pretty good idea. It can be frustrating. I wouldn't recommend it for a beginner who thinks that, oh, that looks easy, like it's going to turn out perfectly the first time. It's not. You have to really kind of want a challenge. If taking it apart a couple of rounds and starting over a few times is frustrating, then don't even bother with this. But the whole point of it is so that you don't have to change colors, and you've only got 2 ends to weave in, your beginning and your end. Which I don't really mind weaving in ends, it's just part of the process. If you don't like to weave in ends, then you're pretty much probably not going to like making granny squares at all anyway. So, yeah, I will put a little clip in of some of the colors that my Joann's had. The first time I went, they only had a few colors. This color is called Nightberry. They've got colors that end in black, and they've got a couple colorways that end in white. I probably will not buy this again. It was a fun little challenge, and like I said, I'm going to get 15 squares out of it that I don't know what I'll end up doing with. The squares, the way I made them, are 6 inches. They're 6 inches this way, 6 inches this way, depending on your tension and how many spaces you use. It could be slightly larger. So, yeah, I'm going to finish making these and put the squares away. Maybe I'll make a small purse or something. I also got this at Joann's. This little box was $12.50, but I got it like 70% off. I added the sticker though. This little box right here, I can just throw junk in there, see? Like when I clean my desk off before I make a video, I just throw the junk in there. Alright, anyways, back to this. Yeah. I'm gonna insert a small video of the colors that my store had, and then I may or may not make a video of me actually making the square. Watching people make these is like watching paint dry, and it can be frustrating to watch them pull out the color and start over and complain the whole time while doing it. So if you want to watch them type of videos, there's plenty of them out there. But I might include just with a voiceover or maybe some music, a short video of me making one the way that I do it. And then maybe I will write down the exact pattern that I use in the description if anybody wants it. So that's my take. I'm late to the game on this. I usually don't jump on the fads and the bandwagon when it comes to crochet, but this one, since I got it at a good price, you know, I couldn't resist. So that's my review of the Red Heart Granny all-in-one, and if I forgot to say anything, I will include it after this.
Interviewed her, and WFTV that interviewed her, she last saw Madeline on the Sunday night, so the night before she was murdered. Or maybe she was murdered on the Sunday. We don't exactly know when she was murdered. The autopsy report hasn't come out, although we do know it's complete.